Hello and welcome to the second game between AK and Haako. And here's the spoiler alert for the first game. It was ta-da! AK that won the first game. So Haako has chosen this map, which so far all of the games I've watched, the loser has chosen this map as the second map. So I don't know why people choose this. But in theory, it should give you a slight upper hand that you get to choose the map. But then again, I don't know how much help that really is when you just have to choose between two seats. But of course, like it is some sort of advantage. And they're fighting they're fighting to get the central control here. AK took a more northern position, while Haako a more southern. So that means Haako is a bit limited in how he can move, while AK can kind of expand in multiple directions here. He has like 5, is it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? Did I count this twice? No, there's 5 jokes. So you can kind of expand multiple directions. And we might see a cross pick from Haako. I definitely think we will. 1, 2, I can see, is this 1 territory? No, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you can pick that, or you can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And the interesting thing for Haako and his starting position is that he has the potential to get this trade. Of course, if he can gain control of this northern point with a lot of eco and gas, while it would be tough for any of them to get this trade up and running. But we'll probably see AK trying to hinder Haako from going here. I could imagine, at least. Now Haako did try a kind of a different approach in the last game, so I think he'll play it more safely now and pick here. AK will probably do like a long pick, maybe. Let's see. I think I'll just speed this picking phase up a bit so we can get going. And here we are. AK and Haako is actually going down here. Okay, I'm pretty surprised by that. Because as I said, it was difficult to expand from here, but I think it's even more difficult from here. But on the other hand, Haako has a bit more, he has gas, and well, he also had gas up here actually. But he's a bit more safe, it's a bit more long game. Puts down some air, so does AK. AK is building industry. Haako is doing commandos. And he's actually saving his money, so I don't know if it's because he wants to go and get this. And he's preparing for AK having having any sort of air. Building SAMs, it seems. And I'm not sure what he's... It could be saving the money for this town, but I'm really not sure. AK is building a cabin barracks. Yeah, AK is just expanding, waiting to find anything from Haako. And he's building helis out of the airport. He will probably move them down here, and then he can kind of distribute them as wanted. I wonder where this is going. If Haako is going for this, where does he want those commandos? And what can they reach? So they can reach pretty far. And Haako has kind of set a goal to cap all of this. And this time we got the gas up and running fast. Now he's yeah, down here. But I think he's playing way too defensive this time. Is my take on it. Because at the time that Haako will be here, AK is also here. And at the time Haako is here, AK is also here. So that means AKA will have everything north of here, which is a lot more than there is south. I think. But yeah, I don't know. It's a tough call, and I do it myself all the time when I play those really good players, because I'm nervous and I don't want to do any mistakes. So just play it safely, and sometimes you end up playing it too safely. And I'm definitely not saying that that the game is over or anything like that. That's just my take on it right now. That we have one player that is a bit defensive, and another player that is a bit more confident, I guess. I think it would have been interesting for Haako to drop those paratroopers here, or even here, and build up a base here. Let's see if they can see each other. So Haako can see AK now. AK cannot see Haako yet. So he must be wondering by now where is Haako. AK is building some eco. He's building some interceptors. And I think Haako. I think AK just realized where Haako is. Notice how he redirects the artillery. So it's like, nope, artillery this way. I don't need you this way. I just need for capping. And just as I said, that I think Haako should drop here or here instead of here, he goes ahead and actually does it. I think that's definitely a good choice. I don't know if he probably wants a proxy base here, since they're set to cap here. So it's not as much of a search for AKA as it is just setting up a proxy. Now we have two armies that are about to confront each other. Let's look at the ego. Imagine AK is a bit ahead, 620 and 530. So AK is already quite a bit ahead. 100 is not a lot, but it is kind of a lot in this early in the game. It's almost 20% more than Haako, right? So it's actually quite a bit. Haako is trying to do some navy. And I wonder if this is a missile ship. I think it is. Maybe it's a cruiser. I can never tell on the ships. Oh, that's a missile. That must be a missile ship. Haako got actually some helis and an interceptor. So now I can start doing some work on this. But I think it would have made a big difference if Haako has built this proxy base up here, because then he could start build an army, and he could have the support from the air. And when he kind of felt ready, or in like that he had the upper hand, he could slowly dispatch some of the units to do some backcapping. Now is this yeah, this is an aggressive commando drop here. And if nothing else, it will be a nice scout. And this is a missile ship. They now see each other's armies here. And I bet Haako will get a lot of vision here. And it does. Unfortunately, he drops him just on top of AK's base, which is a bit unfortunate. But if he can move on and get some nice spots, then get some nice spots, as in spotting things, I meant. Then he got some good intelligence about AK's base. He just needs to move them slightly more to see that air base, but I guess he knows it's there. And he actually also gets to see the eco. Haako got a decent amount of money, but he's not really building too much eco. And I think that means he's just getting further and further behind on eco. 900 for AK. Only 6. Almost 700 for Haako. Got this cabin going, but there's a lot of infantry coming from AK. But he's doing some nice work on these infantry. Now Haako is building a bit more eco. And I don't know if he just did a commander drop somewhere. Ah, right here. That's a good call as well. And I don't think AK can see this at all. So really like this one, kind of getting in between and start recapping Haako never had this, but take it from AK. Sorry, it's a bit windy. I'm just gonna do something about that. Just a minute. There you go. And it seems like Haako is losing this battle. AK now noticed something is up here, or maybe it's just coincidence that he wants to move some troops. But he definitely knows now. And this might be the perfect drop. That is a very good drop. And we can always debate if it's luck or skill, but this will kill a ship airport. Haako could really he needs to spend those money on more eco, I think, instead of having them in the bank, or at least some more defense over here. That's not looking good. But I think he will get this airport. Very nice drop. And of course it's a bit lucky that the airport is right there, but it's a very good play from Haako, because he knows that AK will be moving around up here, so he knows he can maybe get in behind some units and get a sniper too. So of course it's not just luck at all. I was just lucky that it was on top of a airport that he didn't know was there. But the play itself was a very good play. These two guys will just get overrun now. And I think what we'll see in a moment is that AK's eco will explode and Haako's eco will come to a standstill. And then you have a tough game against AK. And he's continuing to look for any openings up here, and he did scout quite a bit. Missile ships was definitely the right call. Unfortunately, it didn't have enough. Let's see, eco wise, 950 and 1400. So AK is up 50% in eco, and that's getting tough then. Haako's building a bit more eco down here. Does manage to hold this for now, Haako. I wonder what AKA wants to do here. If he just wants to brute force his way through, or if he'll try anything fancy, so to speak. AK keeps building eco. Haako got a decent amount of helis here, but here comes the interceptors. AK got a lot of interceptors. Let's see, Haako has 3 SAMs, 4 SAMs, and a few missile ships. If they could get up here rather fast, that would be lovely, but yeah, AK doesn't get the interceptors there in time, so... Well, Haako sends his choppers again, so never mind. This is probably gonna be a bit of a slaughter. That's 2 helis. One interceptor, so not too bad at all. I guess they did kind of like sometimes you can be a bit unlucky with the path. The interceptors was moving too close to the helis to really get those shots fired. And I think in general you see that Haako has a bit too much money in the bank. That's my take on it, at least. Maybe I'm using my money too much too fast, which of course having more money in the bank gives you more flexibility if you need to put down something, but against someone like AKA I would do my best to keep this as close to 0 as possible, because I know I would need every single capital to even attempt to win against AK. But I don't know. Of course, it gives you more flexibility to have more in the bank, and it also like we all have different playstyles, and I'm definitely not saying that mine is right or even that I could beat Haako. So take it with a grain of salt. And my bet is that the eco has only gone one way, almost 1700 and 1000. So AK is nearing a double up income of Haako, and then you have a tough game ahead of you. AK got rid of the 2, no actually, well, I don't think that's one of those guys, but well, Haako gets a industry, but he lost all his territories. Now he's trying to get a hold here, but AK just have so much eco, and look at all these helis. And AK is very aware of how to place those helis. First he moves them all the way over here, and then he puts the attack command to avoid these SAMs as much as possible. but quite a bit of them does go down. Do go down. Does, do, I don't know. And that's a lot of interceptors. That's a lot of interceptors. I don't think I ever seen just a bunch of interceptors kill a missile ship. You know, then you know you have a lot of interceptors. And yeah, it kind of feels like AK is just like he knows he got this now. And yeah, I think he's starting to fool around a bit now, to be honest. It will be exciting to see if anyone can take a game off of AK this journey. Or if he can go through it undefeated, that would be insane. Especially now that we have best of 3. $1,800 and 1050. Yeah, I don't know what Haako can do. He's trying some more commando drops. And now AK is scouting a bit here. He wants to see what's up. He doesn't find the airport, but he does find the commando with the barracks with the commando. And there you go. Now he sees the airport as well. I think we can all agree that this game is has a winner already. It's just about time now. I just upped the speed slightly. Just because I can see how, like, what Haako should do. You can't do anything about when your opponent has so much ego. AK is trying to get the transporter. He's starting to push through here. It has taken a long time for him to actually push through. But now he's putting down a lot of producers. So is Haako actually. And in a minute he might put down shipyards here. And he can start to invade. Or he can start to kill these ships. And AK is just building even more eco. Here comes the air support. Bunch of interceptors. Let's see, where is this transport jet going? Is it still? Yeah. No? I don't know. And now we might also get to see interceptors kill a Sam. Or not. Maybe not. I mean, I do like that Haako keeps harassing AK. He's doing a good job with the commandos. He's trying to hit AK's gas. This time the transport jet will go down. And he might get a snipe here if AK don't notice these guys. And I don't think he will. But I don't think it will matter too much. And in a minute you'll see 20 planes and helis overwhelming these two guys. Yeah. It was a nice drop though. And I think AK is more than double now. 1000 for Haako, 2200 for AK. But yeah, I think starting down here was the safe play, I want to say, but like it's hard to win from this position. But what it will do is that it will take a long time to lose. And yeah. So Haako was maybe a bit too aggressive. Well, he was unlucky in the first match, to be honest, with his starting position. And then I think he was a bit too defensive this time, but I completely understand, and we'll see. It's not the first or the last time that a very good player does this against AK. And yeah, AK was in control the whole game. Was never really any doubt. Like already at the start he was more than 20% ahead with eco, and that just kept growing. So yeah, that means that Haako will go down into the losers bracket, and AK will continue in the winners bracket. And I just want to say good luck to both of these players, and very good luck to the one who's facing AK next. But I'll look forward to it. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed. Bye.